What up, y'all? It's your boy, Mr. Dan Melo, and you're listening to the Entertainment Report on iHeartRadio, live from Dubai for Wednesday, October 31st, 2018, delivering some major stories and trends going on in the world of entertainment and beyond. You can follow the show on Facebook, Twitter, or Instagram, facebook.com/The Entertainment Report with Ray Melo, that's RAYMELO, on Twitter at The Enter Report, or on Instagram at The Entertainment Report. You can listen to the show anytime you want on iHeartRadio. Just go to iHeart.com or your iHeart phone app, search for The Entertainment Report, and it'll take you to the page. Vanessa Kirby has been cast in Universal's upcoming Fast and Furious spin-off film Hobbs & Shaw, starring Dwayne Johnson and Jason Statham. Johnson introduced Kirby to the project on Instagram Monday alongside an on-set photo of himself alongside the actress. Johnson said, "Building out our Fast and Furious franchise step by step. In our spin-off, Hobbs & Shaw, I have a nice new friend. Meet Hattie Shaw, played by my homegirl at Vanessa_Kirby." Johnson continued, "Hattie loves the following: long walks on the beach, being a badass M16 operative, drinking tequila with Hobbs, and not in that order," before noting that Kirby's character is the sister of Statham's character, Deckard Shaw. Johnson says, "But what makes me happier is welcoming this crazy talented actress and cool chick to our movie, having a blast together." Kirby reposted Johnson's photo on Instagram. She says, "Just gently showing this guy the ropes, V gently, of course." Kirby is best known for starring as Princess Margaret on the first two seasons of Netflix's The Crown. Helena Bonham Carter is taking over the role as the show continues to chronicle the royal family as they age. Johnson will be reprising his Fast and Furious franchise role in Hobbs & Shaw as Luke Hobbs. The actor previously portrayed the character in 2017's Fate of the Furious, where he nearly fought Statham during a prison riot. Hobbs & Shaw, from director David Leitch, is set to arrive in theaters on July 26, 2019. Filmmaker Ava DuVernay is set to direct a documentary on late music icon Prince for Netflix. The film has the full backing of Prince's estate. The singer has also previously reached out to DuVernay about working together before his death in April 2016, Deadline reported. DuVernay, editor Spencer Averick, and other members of the production crew have been visiting Prince's Minneapolis area property Paisley Park and recording studios. DuVernay said in a statement, "Prince was a genius, a joy, and a jolt to the senses. He was like no other. He shattered preconceived notions, smashed boundaries, and shared his heart through his music. The only way I know how to make this film is with love and great care. I'm honored to do so and grateful." Prince's death investigation was closed in April with no criminal charges being filed. An autopsy report stated that Prince had died from a fatal self-administered dose of fentanyl, a powerful painkiller. A documentary about Prince and the Revolution's concert at Minneapolis' First Avenue in 1983 is also in development at Apple, Variety reported. The concert featured several songs that would later appear on the Purple Rain album. DuVernay is best known for helming Selma, A Wrinkle in Time, and 13 for Netflix, a documentary about the prison system in the United States and racial inequality. She's also set to direct The New Gods for Warner Brothers, a superhero movie based on the DC Comics series created by the late Jack Kirby. Misty Copeland dazzled on the red carpet Monday. The 36-year-old ballet dancer attended the Los Angeles premiere of The Nutcracker and the Four Realms at the Ray Dolby Ballroom in Hollywood. Copeland, who plays the ballerina in the new film, wore a strapless pink dress with a full skirt and floral embellishment. She was all smiles as she twirled and posed for photos on the red carpet. Director Lasse Hallström and stars Mackenzie Foy, Jaden Farrow-Knight, and Morgan Freeman were also present at the event. Copeland had shared a video with Entertainment Tonight as she prepped for the event. As she told fans, "It's Missy Copeland here in Los Angeles, getting ready for the big day. It's Disney's Nutcracker and the Four Realms premiere. Just wanted to let you guys all come along with me on this busy day." The Nutcracker and the Four Realms is based in part of the Marius Petipa's The Nutcracker Ballet. Copeland, who first danced in The Nutcracker as a teenager, recently told Pop Sugar that she was honored to play the ballerina in the new movie, especially as a woman of color. The star said, "I just feel like my life's kind of come full circle." She also added of her casting, "This is going to be something that lives on in this film, that people will look at this brown ballerina and won't be a brown ballerina. It'll be just, that's a ballerina. That's what a ballerina looks like." Copeland was the first African-American woman to be named principal dancer at the prestigious American Ballet Theater. She announced her casting in The Nutcracker and the Four Realms in July 2016. She said at the time, "I'm thrilled to be part of this amazing project with Disney and the wonderful Lasse Hallström, hashtag the Nutcracker." The Nutcracker and the Four Realms co-stars Keira Knightley and opens in theaters Friday. Lena Dunham will adapt the story of a real-life Syrian refugee. Deadline confirmed the 32-year-old actress, screenwriter, and producer will adapt the Melissa Fleming book, A Hope More Powerful Than the Sea, one refugee's incredible story of love, loss, and survival, as a new film from Steven Spielberg and J.J. Abrams. Spielberg's Amblin Partners and Abrams' Bad Robot are co-producing the movie, which will be distributed by Amblin and Paramount Pictures, according to Variety. Arif Hussein will serve as an executive producer. A Hope More Powerful Than the Sea tells the story of Doa Al-Zamal, a mother of two who fled Egypt for Sweden by boat. Al-Zamal and her two small children survived for days in open water after the boat was shipwrecked. Dunham confirmed her involvement in a tweet Monday. She wrote, adding a heart emoji, "Very lucky to have this job, to tell this story, to support this truth with these people." Dunham is known for creating and starring in HBO's Girls. She announced on Monday's episode of Dax Shepard's Armchair Expert podcast that she's 6 months sober after misusing prescription drugs for years. CBS All Access says Monday it has ordered the second season of Strange Angel, series starring Jack Rayner, Rupert Friend, and Bella Heathcote. A synopsis reads, the period drama explores the bizarre true story of Jack Parsons, a man who straddled the worlds of science and the occult, pioneering America's rocketry program while simultaneously practicing sex, magical rituals, and living by the creed. Do what thou wilt shall be the whole of the law. Created by Mark Hyman and based on George Pendle's book of the same name, Season 1 of Strange Angel is now streaming. Co-stars Peter Mark Kendall, Michael Gaston, Greg Wise, Rady Ziberjija, Zach Perlman, and K.A. Chen. Julie McNamara, the executive vice president of original content at CBS All Access, said in a statement, "We look forward to exploring the next chapter of Jack Parsons' journey. Strange Angel and its talented cast and crew are the epitome of the type of programming we strive for at CBS All Access. Daring, imaginative, and unconventional." The Voice contestant Cody Ray Raymond is leaving the show due to, quote, personal matters. Coach Kelly Clarkson confirmed during Monday's episode Raymond is dropping out of season 15 of the NBC reality competition. Raymond, who's 27, first announced the news in a tweet last week. Fan favorite contestant thanked fans for their support during his time on the show. He wrote, "To all my supporters and new fans, thank you all for the love with my journey so far, but due to personal matters, I have to bring my Voice chapter to an end. I'm okay, my family's okay, and stay tuned for new music coming. Sending love back." Raymond shared a similar message on Instagram telling fans he had returned to his roots and was making new music with his band Cody Ray and the New Favorites. He wrote, "Fans, friends, and new supporters, I want to thank you all for the love sent my way with my journey on The Voice so far, but due to personal matters, I've come back to my roots and end this chapter. I'm okay, my family's okay, but stay tuned for new music with these fellas." Raymond, an Air Force veteran, impressed during the blind auditions with his rendition of the Albert King song Born Under a Bad Sign. He performed Cry to Me with Sandy Red in the Battle Round. Khloe Kardashian took in a beautiful sunset with daughter True during their vacation in Bali. The 34-year-old television personality said in an Instagram post Tuesday that she's creating great memories with True, her 6-month-old daughter, with Tristan Thompson in Indonesia. Kardashian posted a picture of herself holding True during a pink and purple sunset on the beach. The new mom wore track pants and a black Dior top, while True sported a pink shirt and white shorts. She wrote, "In my life, I don't believe I have ever seen a sunset more beautiful than the one I've witnessed in Bali. Black sand beaches that sparkle and cotton candy sunsets. Thankful for the memories baby True and I have created." The Keeping Up with the Kardashians star also marveled at the beautiful scenery in a post on Instagram stories. She wrote, "Life is precious. Try and focus on the timeless beauties God gives us." Kardashian is visiting Bali with sister Kourtney Kardashian and her 3 kids, 8-year-old son Mason, 6-year-old daughter Penelope, and 3-year-old son Rain. Kourtney shared a cute photo Friday of Rain embracing True. She wrote, "He protects her." Kardashian gave birth to True in April following reports Thompson cheated during her pregnancy. She said in a tweet to fans Monday that it is difficult to relive the scandal on Keeping Up with the Kardashians. The star wrote, "I signed up to show for the good and for the bad, right? The bad is very hard to live, but it's life." A related story, Kylie Jenner surprised her mother, Kris Jenner, with the $250,000 dream car for her birthday. The 21-year-old television personality shared a video Monday of herself giving Kris a red Ferrari 488 as an early 63rd birthday gift. She captioned the post on Instagram, "488 for the Queen, #early birthday gift." The video shows Kris exclaiming with happiness as she checks out the vehicle with her boyfriend, Corey Gamble. Kylie narrated in the clip, "My mom's dream car." Kris officially turned 63 years old on November 5th. Kylie shared in a video on Instagram stories that she had been planning the surprise for her mom in the past month. She says, "I'm on my way to my mom's house to surprise her with her birthday gift. I've had this for the last month, and I'm so excited to finally be giving it to her." Kylie had previously given her best friend, Jordan Woods, 2 Mercedes, and her ex-boyfriend, Tigga, a $229,000 Bentley Bentayga after his Ferrari was repossessed. She and her sisters also gave Kris a red 1956 Thunderbird as a Christmas gift in 2016. Ryan Hansen has signed on to reprise his role as Dick Casablancas in Hulu's revival of Veronica Mars. Hansen, who was a series regular on the Cult series, which ran for 2 seasons on UPN and a 3rd season on CW, will appear in a recurring role alongside series star Kristen Bell in the 8-episode revival scheduled to premiere on Hulu in 2019. Hansen also appeared in the 2005 crowdfunded film continuation of Veronica Mars. The new limited series, which follows the former teen detective as she attempts to track down a serial killer stalking the streets of Neptune, California, will also feature returning series actors Enrico Colantoni as Keith Mars, Jason Dohring as Logan, Piercy Daggs III as Wallace Fennell, Francis Capra as Weevil, and David Starzrick as Richard Casablancas. Hansen previously reprised his role as Dick Casablancas in Play It Again Dick, which ran for a single 8-episode season on streaming network CW Seed in 2015. Google introduced an interactive doodle for Halloween that allowed users to experience a multiplayer video game involving ghosts. The game titled The Great Gold Duel can be played from Google's homepage and features 2 teams of 4 ghosts competing against each other to see who can collect the most spirit flames. Spirit flames are located around several Halloween-themed maps that players navigate through using either a mouse or arrow keys. Players must deliver their collected spirit flames back to their home base or risk having some of them stolen by their opponents. Delivering spirit flames awards players with bonuses such as enhanced speed and night vision. The team with the most spirit flames wins the match. Users experience the game alongside random real-life players in real time through the use of Google Cloud. Users can also host their own matches, sending out invitations to play against friends and family. Actor and comedian Bob Saget is a married man. People confirm the 62-year-old Fuller House star tied the knot with Kelly Rizzo at a beach wedding Sunday in Santa Monica, California. Saget and Rizzo said their I do's at the shutters on the beach hotel. Saget shared a photo from his nuptials Monday on Instagram that was taken by photographer Nicole Goddard. He captioned the post, "Okay, so we went and did it, and damn, we are happy." Bride at Eat Travel Rock, photographer at Nicole Goddard. Rizzo, who hosts the web series Eat Travel Rock, posted another picture on her own account. She wrote in the caption, "At Bob Saget and I dressed up as a bride and groom for Halloween. Seriously though, best day of my life. Photography at Nicole Goddard." Saget's Fuller House co-stars Dave Coulier and singer John Mayer were among the celebrity guests in attendance. Mayer wrote on Instagram, "Like I said, I had a thing last night, and what a beautiful thing it was. Congratulations, Kelly and Bob." Saget and Rizzo got engaged in November 2017. Saget was previously married to Sherry Kramer and his parents to 3 daughters, 29-year-old twins Aubrey and Lara, and 25-year-old Jennifer with his ex-wife. Taylor Lautner is going public with his new girlfriend. The 26-year-old actor confirmed his relationship with Tay Dome by posting a sweet photo with the nursing student on Instagram. The picture shows Dome smiling at Lautner, embraces and kisses her on the cheek. The couple dressed up as characters from the 1996 movie Space Jam. Lautner captioned the post, adding a bullseye and heart emoji, #Toon Squad. Dome also shared a snapshot with Lautner on her own account. She wrote, "Happy Halloween," adding a pumpkin emoji. E! News reported Lautner and Dome both attended the Stagecoach Festival in April, although Dome first hinted at a relationship in June. The couple both voiced their support from Lautner's sister, Makina Lautner, after she underwent a second heart surgery in August. Lautner wrote on Instagram, "Second heart procedure is finally a massive success. Couldn't be possibly look up to this little, not so little girl anymore. You're much braver than I, at Makina Lautner. Love you so much." Dome added on her own account, "Relentless, your strength and constant trust in the Lord have never failed to inspire those around you. Praise to a sovereign God and a successful procedure." Lautner previously dated Billie Lourd, but split from the actress in July 2017 after 8 months of dating. He is known for playing Jacob Black in the Twilight movies and Dale Cuckoo Ashbrook Jr. on the BBC Three series Cockatoo. Younger and Lizzie McGuire actress Hilary Duff announced on Instagram Monday that she's given birth to a daughter. Duff captioned a photo, Banks Violet Bear, heart emoji. "This little bit has fully stolen our hearts. She's joined our world at home on Thursday afternoon and is absolute magic." With all of her standing by a window, smiling down at the blanket-swaddled newborn she is holding. Her boyfriend Matthew Coma is behind them in the snapshot. Duff first realized she was pregnant with her second child in June. She also has a 6-year-old son named Luca with her ex-husband Mike Comrie. Former Empire star Caitlin Doubleday is going to be a mom. The 34-year-old actress announced in an Instagram post Monday that she's expecting her first child with husband Devin Lucien. Doubleday showed off her baby bump in a photo with Lucien. She said her unborn child is due in February 2019. The star wrote, "Well, I've been wearing pretty tense, not partying at weddings, eating everything in sight, dreaming about sushi, wine, and Advil, cleaning out my garage, laying around thinking about how much I love Kathleen Zenner all day, and just thanking the pregnancy gods that I'm finally not nauseating anymore." She said he'll be around Valentine's Day 2019. "While it feels pretty official now that it's on social media. I can't believe I'm going to be someone's mom." Doubleday and Lucien celebrated their second wedding anniversary in May. The actress marked the occasion by dedicating a post to Lucien on Instagram. She wrote, "Happy anniversary to the only guy I know who loves fur babies as much as me. I can't believe I found him and got to marry him." Doubleday is known for playing Rhonda Lyon on seasons 1 through 4 of Empire and Jesse Kane in seasons 5 and 6 of Nashville. Nashville ended in July after 6 seasons. Doubleday told fans after the show's series finale, "That's all, folks. What a beautiful show to have been part of. I miss it already." Celebrity couple Will Smith and Jada Pinkett Smith said divorce has never been an option. The 47-year-old actress and 50-year-old actor recalled the lowest point in their marriage during Monday's episode of Real Table Talk with their daughter Willow. Will and Jada clashed in 2011 after Will planned an over-the-top party for Jada's 40th birthday. Jada deemed the bash as a ridiculous display of Will's ego, which led to a deeper conversation about their individual values. Will said, "To have to let go of the dream was devastating. We essentially had to destroy our marriage. He qualified. To me, it was over. But divorce was never even an option. I was reading in the tabloids that we were getting divorced and all that stuff. It was never even a consideration." Jada agreed, "It never even crossed my mind." Will said his divorce from his first wife, Sherry Zampino, made him especially committed to making his marriage with Jada work. The actor said, "Because I've been divorced before, I wasn't getting divorced again. Divorce wasn't an option. There was a time when I was scared that she might." Jada responded, "Divorce wasn't necessary. Why do that? Why create all the disruption? I told Will from the gate, if you marry me, know this, we're going to be together. We're going to be under the same roof." Will previously said in an interview with Tidal's Rap Radar podcast that there are no deal breakers in his marriage with Jada. He says there's nothing she could do ever. Nothing that would break our relationship. She has my support till death, and it feels so good to get to that space. The feud between Nicki Minaj and Cardi B hit a boiling point on Minaj's Queen Radio show and across social medias, causing both rappers to ask for peace. Minaj brought her issues with Cardi B to the forefront on Monday's episode of Queen Radio and discussed the pair's altercation in September at the Harper's Bazaar Icons event. Minaj said that her friend Raj Ali of Love and Hip Hop fame attacked Cardi B, which led to the lump on her head that photographers captured. It was previously believed that the bump was caused by security. Minaj says, "Anybody that wants to pull up the surveillance footage, I will give you $100,000. Minaj refuted claims that she leaked Cardi B's phone number and stated that Cardi B prevented her husband Offset of Migos fame and 21 Savage from working with her, among other issues. Cardi B then responded to Minaj's claims on Instagram through 10 videos. Cardi B explained her side of the story in the clip and said Minaj was lying about the Icon's altercation and about her phone number being leaked. Cardi B said, "You lied so much you can't even keep up with your shitty lies. First you said you've got the footage, your cameraman got the footage, but now you're talking about you want to pay somebody $100,000 if they give you the footage. Yo, you make no sense when you're talking." Minaj responded to the videos on Twitter and said that they should both take a lie detector test on Queen Radio before she ultimately calls a truce. Minaj says, "Okay, you guys, let's focus on positive things only from here on out. We're all so blessed. I know this stuff is entertaining and funny to a lot of people, but I won't be discussing this nonsense anymore. Thank you for the support and encouragement year after year. Love you." Cardi B also asked for the feud to end on Instagram alongside a screenshot of Minaj's tweet. Cardi B said, "At Nicki Minaj, all right then, let's keep it positive and keep on pushing." Dozens of stage outfits from Aretha Franklin's closet went on display this week in New York City ahead of a planned auction of iconic rock and roll memorabilia next month. Dresses and accessories, including the outfit she wore at President Bill Clinton's second inauguration, will be among the Icon and Idol sale at the Hard Rock Cafe in Times Square on November 10th. Julian's auction house organized the sale. Martin Nolan, the executive director of Julian, said after she passed away, "We got 60 items from a collector. It was just in time for the auction category." Also included in the auction will be more than 800 items of clothing and memorabilia once owned by the likes of David Bowie, Kurt Cobain, Prince, and Lou Reed. A concert celebrating the life of the late rapper Mac Miller will be live-streamed Wednesday from the Greek Theater in Los Angeles. Live Nation said in a press release that the show is being organized with the help of Miller's survivors, including his mother Karen Mayers, his father Mark McCormick, and brother Miller McCormick. Slated to perform at the Mac Miller Celebration of Life event are Action Bronson, Anderson .Paak, Chance the Rapper, Dylan Reynolds, Domo Genesis, Earl Sweatshirt, J.I.D., John Mayer, Miguel Jazema, Schoolboy Q, ZZA, Thundercat, Travis Scott, Ty Dolla $ign, and Vince Staples. The concert will be available via Facebook, LiveX Live, Tidal, Twitter, WAV, and YouTube. Miller died September 7th at the age of 26 after a long battle with substance abuse. And now let's take a look at what happened on this date in entertainment history. On this day in 1963, Ed Sullivan witnesses Beatlemania firsthand, paving the way for the British invasion. In the autumn of 1963, Beatlemania was a raging epidemic in Britain, and it was rapidly spreading across the European continent. But in the United States, where the likes of Bobby Vinton and Jimmy Gimmer and the Fireballs sat atop of the pop charts, John, Paul, George, and Ringo could have walked through Grand Central Terminal completely unnoticed. It wasn't Grand Central that the Beatles were trying to walk through on this date in 1963, however. It was Heathrow Airport, London, where they just returned from a hugely successful tour of Sweden. Also at Heathrow, that particular day, after talent scouting tour of Europe, was the American television impresario Ed Sullivan. The pandemonium that Sullivan witnessed as he attempted to catch his flight to New York would play a pivotal role in making the British invasion possible. It wasn't for lacking of trying that the Beatles were still unknown in the United States. Their manager Brian Epstein had tried and failed repeatedly to convince Capitol Records, the American arm of their British label EMI, to release the singles that had already taken Europe by storm. Convinced that the Mersey Beat sound wouldn't translate across the Atlantic, Capitol declined to release Please Please Me, From Me to You, and She Loves You, allowing all three to be released on the minor American label VJ and Swan, and to languish on the pop charts without any promotion. Despite the crack of the American charts, John Lennon and Paul McCartney wrote a song explicitly tailored to the American market and recorded it just 2 weeks before their fateful indirect encounter with Ed Sullivan. The song was I Want to Hold Your Hand. Ed Sullivan had his staff make inquiries about the Beatles following his return to the United States, and Brian Epstein arranged to travel to New York to open negotiations. and at what surely must rank as one of the greatest one-two punches in the history of professional talent management, Epstein convinced the Ed Sullivan Show to have the Beatles as headliners for 3 appearances rather than as one-time mid-show novelty acts. And he then leveraged that contract into an agreement by Capitol Records to release I Want to Hold Your Hand in the United States and back it with the $40,000 promotional campaign. As a result of the chance encounter at Heathrow on this date in 1963 and of Brian Epstein's subsequent coup in New York, the Beatles would arrive in the United States on February 7, 1964, with the #1 record already to their credit. The historic Ed Sullivan appearances that would follow lead to 5 more in the next 12 months. Also on this date in 1993, 23-year-old actor River Phoenix, who appeared in such films as Stand By Me and My Own Private Idaho, dies of a drug overdose outside a Hollywood nightclub. At the time of his death, Phoenix was considered one of the most promising actors of his generation, and he received the Best Supporting Actor Oscar nomination for his performance in 1988's Running on Empty. Phoenix, who was born River Jude Bottom on August 23, 1970, had an unconventional childhood. His parents were members of a religious cult and worked as missionaries in South America. Phoenix began acting professionally as a teenager and made his big screen debut along with Ethan Hawke in 1985's Explorers. Phoenix gained fame in 1986's Stand By Me. Based on the Stephen King novel, the film was directed by Rob Reiner and co-starred Jerry O'Connell, Corey Feldman, and Will Wheaton. Phoenix went on to appear in such movies as Mosquito Coast 1986, which co-starred Harrison Ford and Helen Mirren. A Night in the Life of Jimmy Reardon in 1988, in which he played the title role, and Little Nikita in 1988 with Sidney Poitier. Also in 1988, Phoenix appeared in Running on Empty, about a family on the run from the FBI for an anti-war bombing the parents had participated in years earlier. The movie was directed by Sidney Lumet and co-starred Judd Hirsch and Christine Lathy. Phoenix, who played the couple's teenage son, lost the Best Supporting Actor Academy Award to Kevin Kline for A Fish Called Wanda. Phoenix played the young Indy in 1989's Indiana Jones and the Last Crusade, and later starred in the acclaimed independent films My Own Private Idaho in 1998, which was directed by Gus Van Sant and co-starred Keanu Reeves, and Dogfight in 1991 with Lily Taylor. Phoenix also appeared in the 1992 thriller Sneakers with Robert Redford and Sidney Poitier. In the early hours of October 31st, 1993, Phoenix collapsed from a drug overdose outside the Viper Room, a nightclub partially owned at the time by the actor Johnny Depp and located on the Sunset Strip. Phoenix's younger brother Joaquin is also an Academy Award-nominated actor. His movie credits includes Gladiator 2000, Walk the Line 2005, and We Own the Night 2007. And that is your entertainment report for Wednesday, October 31st, 2018. I'm your host, Mr. Downtown Ray Melo. I'll be back tomorrow to deliver some major stories and trends going on in the world of entertainment and beyond. You can follow the show on Facebook, Twitter, or Instagram. Facebook.com/The Entertainment Report with Ray Melo. That's RAYMELO. On Twitter at The Enter Report, or on Instagram at The Entertainment Report. You can listen to this episode or any previous episodes of The Entertainment Report anytime you want on iHeartRadio. Just go to iHeart.com or your iHeart phone app, search for The Entertainment Report, and it'll take you to the page. Everyone, happy Halloween, good night, and God bless you all.